Great.
Hey Justin, this is David. Question. So when the government started start allocating funding to start bailing out companies, if we look at a more generalized aspect of it, we could say commodities, transportation, and tech, e-commerce. What priority are those funded in? As we're seeing hundreds to 1,000% increases in tech 2 weeks ago, oil now, and airlines and other transportation. Thank you.
Yeah. So I think the crux of the question, thank you so much for the question, whoever called that in, was basically around seeing large increases in certain sectors, like very aggressive increases, and then it going to another sector like the following week. And then, starting with tech stocks, we're at all-time highs on the NASDAQ 100, or the NASDAQ composite. We then going to the recent rally has been cyclical stocks like cruise lines and airlines. I think it's all that irrational exuberance, right? Like everyone is out, everyone is going to restaurants and seeing that I am at a table 5 feet away and I feel safe. There are some people with masks on, so I feel safe. That's a feeling, and that keeps people not selling, right? And the cyclical thing is, I think it's part of the reopening, right? The cyclical wave was, everyone's going out now. It doesn't seem so scary, right? That doesn't mean valuations aren't still even more insane. I think that, why is Hertz rallying when they're probably going to be a wipeout on the equity? I don't know, right? But it's super levered. It's probably going through bankruptcy proceedings, and equity generally doesn't get much value, if anything, on the other end. So, I just think that there's a lot of weird. That's part of why I feel that the market action recently has been so weird. Where the sellers, the moves have all been in the morning. The weird, the lack of intraday moves. It's very strange. It's very, very strange. And I talked about this. What's going to shake the market? It's a flight to safety assets from risk assets, but we're on risk on. How are we valuing the stock market as if COVID never happened? There are deep scars to this economy. Ask any economist. How are cyclical stocks close to all-time highs, and how are tech stocks at all-time highs? You can kind of make that point to me a little bit more. More people are going to be staying at home, and more people are going to be playing video games and buying buying Zoom. Everyone's going to be Zooming instead of being in person. That's a little bit more rational to me, but it's kind of throw your hands up in the air, but I'm not hurting. I'm just mostly in cash, and I sleep well at night knowing if I miss an irrational upswing, I'm happy with that. But knowing that I will also miss a potential, when the music stops kind of moment, I'm fine with that too. Because cash, I didn't fully agree with this, but I listened to another podcast, I forget the exact name, to value investors. And he was saying that cash is a call option on any asset class. I don't necessarily agree with that analogy, but it allows you to buy in whenever you want to, and that's why I'm cash. You guys all know I like Bitcoin. I've held Bitcoin for years. And if you're a gold guy, you're more old school, you like gold, that's fine.